What's going on, everybody? MetalBlade427 here, and I present to you Let's Play Megaman X Command Mission. In the last episode, we came here into the Olfat factory where they make the prions for the Rebellion army. In addition to that, we met a brand new party member. As you can see up in the corner, it is Axel, starting our team at level 17. I know I gave Axel a little bit of a hard time at the end of the last episode, because, you know, I don't really know Axel. I've never played X7 or X8, so I don't know him on, like, a gamer level. I just know by what people have talked about in, like, you know, their own opinions of it and whatnot. But, I don't know, personally to me, in this game, Axel's really good. He was a lot better than I originally gave him credit for when I first played this game. Mainly because of his versatility. Axel is equipped for almost any type of situation, and that's because of his shape-shifting abilities. I mean, X, you know, in the older games had the variable weapons power, where he was able to absorb weapons from various guys and use them in his own terms, but Axel takes that to the next level by physically becoming them. But we'll go over that momentarily. Why don't we go into the equip screen and check out what Axel comes with. First off are his main weapons. Axel uses guns. Right now he has the Axel Bullets equipped, which is a 2-hit S-type technique. He is an S-type user, so that's what he naturally is. And what's interesting about Axel's weapons is as you go through the game, they will have specialties that they are strong against. I never really went over this, but you kind of get it as you go through the game that there are different classes of enemies. So Axel will get a weapon that's strong against Prion, strong against Meteors, strong against insects, strong against human-type guys, you know, things like that. So that's his first way of him being versatile, because depending on the type of enemy you fight, he will have a weapon that's strong against it. As far as sub-weapons go, he comes equipped with a Hunter Missile, which I'm going to take off of him, and a Cracker, another status-inducing weapon, which I'm also going to take off of him. I am going to give him the Get Zenny Plus on here, just because, and I'm going to give him the Power Charge here. Power Charge is going to be very useful for Axel's attacks later, especially once he starts gaining weapon energy at a much higher rate. So that is that. Force Metal-wise, Axel actually comes into your group without any Force Metals equipped at all. I put these on him in between episodes. Also, keep in mind, his immunity is extremely low. For a level 17, he only has a 15 immunity. So this would be where you're going to use those Force Metals that reduce erosion by like 10%, 20%, or 10 points or whatever. Also, if you happen to have anything like an Analyzer or a Decoy, it'd be good to give him at this point just to kind of fill out the slots, because I don't, and it's killing me that there is one open slot here and I have nothing to put there. I don't want his immunity to go above 15, and it's going to take a while for him to even get enough immunity to get better stuff on him. But as always, I recommend the weapon energy being your priority, followed by various stats. So that's that. Status-wise, Axel is pretty average. Like, he's alright. Like, his power is something to be desired, but everything else is kind of on par with almost everybody else. Of course, he's basic resistance to all weaponry, or not weaponry, elements. And there he is with his pistols. Good for him. They're good. They look just like his pistols as he did back in the game, so of course that's what he starts with. Axel's action trigger is called the DNA Charge. This is the closest thing you're going to get to a summons in this game. When activated, a grid will appear that will have various letters on it, A, B, X, and Y, and it's the player's ability to input a specific button command to reach the end of the chain to a desired boss that you want. So you can choose Wild Django, Silverhorn, Mad Nautilus, whoever is there. The more weapon energy you pump into it, the more time you have to input the code, and Axel can only use attacks from enemies that you have defeated, from bosses you have defeated. You're not going to get a change for every boss in the game, but the ones you do get are very powerful. So let's just go over this. Wild Django is a single target thunder attack that is C-type, and it does a random amount of damage between 100% to 200% of Axel's main power, so that's another reason you want to try to build that up. Silverhorn is an all-hitting water-type S-attack, so that it hits everybody, and Mad Nautilus inflicts various status effects on the enemies that you fight. It's this that makes Axel so useful. Once you get his weapon energy up high enough where you can actually do a action trigger every turn, and you start learning the board, because the board never changes. Once you know what buttons are what in order to activate what guy you want, 50% is more than enough time to input the button commands. And in that case then, okay, Axel has a standard S-type attack. You're fighting a Meteor. Use Wild Django. He's a C-type. You're fighting fire guys. Use Silverhorn. He's water. You're fighting a lot of guys. Use Silverhorn. He hits everybody. You want to status people. Use this. He just has so much usefulness throughout the entire game, and especially as he gets more and more abilities. It's just building up that weapon energy and making sure he doesn't die. Oop, let's go back in here, actually. Speaking of not dying, let's talk about his hyper mode, stealth mode. It is exactly like Spider's. 100% power. He reduces his speed by 25%, and he is immune to everything. Damage will not hurt him. Healing will not heal him. Status will not affect him. His sub-weapons and action trigger do not change, and with Axel in stealth mode, there's actually a very good strategy that you can use to go up against certain bosses in the game, but I'll explain that when I get to it. As you also see, his hyper mode is at 2, just like Spider's. Alright, with that food for thought, why don't we continue on through the All-Fat Factory? Moving on to the next section, you do not have to worry about those stupid alarm things going on anymore, because we have bypassed that entire section of the game, and we'll be going on to the next section down over here. This is like a conveyor belt type area, so obviously you can come here in order to push these. Once you push the button, then the conveyor belt will change direction, so right now it really doesn't make any sense because that's the only conveyor belt in this area, and you follow the conveyor belts down to the end in order to get certain items. I didn't want to do that. Oh, well, whatever. No big deal. So you can do that. You can start pushing buttons in order to swing things around, and there are various enemies that you will run into as you go along. Like if you can look down there, there's a guy, way down that way. I think I have my party in order that I want. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's actually go and fight this guy, and you can see what Axel does. I'm going to be cutting out the remainder of these battles because even though they're kind of here, I don't really want to take the time to fight every one of them because there's a lot that's going to happen in this episode straight through to the end. Let us start with... yeah, we'll start with you. Go ahead, Mario. Knock out that shield, please. Thank you. Clap away. Put up that shield. We're going to have X attack him. Oh, and I equipped X with the Arrow Buster. So if you look at his Buster, it looks different than the Gatling one. I also forgot to put the Hunter Missile on him. Whoops, we will do that next. Alright, here we go. So I'm actually going to target this guy because I don't want him to use his shield technique. And I'm even going to use the Zenny Plus weapon. And let's do this. Action trigger. Here's the grid. And we just have to input the letters as you see going up. And there we go. I just want to leave it up there for as long as I could so this way you can kind of get an idea of what it actually looks like. But you'll probably be seeing me use that a lot or every so often because whenever I use Axel in certain situations, it's because of the reason like, I need somebody to hit everybody or I need a quick C-type attack and things like that. Also, the power charge on Axel works really well because if I can get him to start with 80% or so weapon energy, the power charge will make his attacks just do that much more damage, obviously, and he'll just become that much more useful. Alright, so this guy's really low. This guy doesn't have much. I actually do not have enough for an action trigger, so never mind my thought process. Good job, Axel. Alright, Marino is in a world of hurt right now, so why don't we just take her down like that? And hopefully X will beat this guy. Would be nice. Of course not. Don't hit Marino. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he not hit Marino? Finish him off, Axel. Thank you.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was alright. Alright, so for the remainder of this area, all those random battle-ish type deals, I'm probably just going to skip over. Weapon energy +5, sure. Do I even need to go down that way? Yeah, because there's tank refills, and I could actually use that because Marino is hurting. Let's do a full heal like that, and we'll give Marino a little bit extra. And, sure. Down we go, because there's items. Alright, battle time. Be right back. Also, as far as final strikes go, Axel, of course, is an S-type user, so he's going to be used in order to build up hit techniques. Let us change the direction of the conveyor belts right now. But also with Axel, it also depends on how many guns he has in his hands. He will do more hits during a final strike if he holds 2 guns in his hand as compared to having only 1, which he will have from time to time. So if you're going for a high hit number for final strikes, just keep that in mind. Depending on the gun that Axel has will determine which one he actually does. Got a figure token right there. I am actually going to go in the middle-ish over here. Actually, the middle would be over that way, but this is to the side. Grab another figure token, and let's just keep going around the perimeter, and I get into the battle with this guy. Alright. Figure token. Good stuff, I guess. I guess at this point, it's going to be worth noting that whenever I've showed battles in this game, it's always been X plus 2 other guys. You do not need X in your party in order to actually participate in battles. I know I've played some like role-playing games where like the main character is pretty much required to be in your party at all times. Here it doesn't. I actually switched out X for Massimo because, you know, these Prions all have shields, so S-type is not exactly the greatest. And hopefully this Prion nurse will hear me. Here we go. Alright, taken care of. We get another figure token. Is there anything over there? There's a battle over there, plus a conveyor belt that goes the other way. No items. Item taken, item taken, item taken. Alright, let's just head this way. I think this is... Oh no, there's one more battle at the end over there. And let me go through that, and we'll be done with this section. And another nurse. Oh good, I could use the heal again. Oh boy. I believe I said this in the last episode, but absolutely utilize that healing technique that the Prion nurses do, especially if they're the last one, because Axel, for that fight, was down to around 49 health, and that is it. So I'm glad that the Prion was the last one, and then she was able to, or he or it, whatever, I don't want to be sexist towards machines or anything like that, was able to give me the health back that I needed. Give X back the Hunter Missile that I wanted to do, and we're pretty much done with this section. No more little conveyor belts. In we go. This is incredible. Must be the work of that intruder. He must be strong to have done this. Still, no match for me, I'm sure. Shut up, Axel. But I kind of feel bad for him. It looks like he was cut with a sharp saber-type weapon. I don't think I can do anything to help. A sharp saber-type weapon. I wonder who that could be. Saber? X? Could this be? Yes, it must be. He's alive!
The intruder must not gain entry. Stop him at all costs.
It's no use! Breakthrough imminent! Ah!
So, you're the factory boss, huh?
Zero. So it was you. I'd heard you were dead.
You know me. Never say die. Besides, I wouldn't feel right about dying without taking your boss with me.
Well, aren't we peppy today? But you'll never reach our leader. You'll perish in this factory first.
Of course Zero's alive. Why wouldn't he be alive? I think he's died like a gajillion times during the X saga, and he always comes back in one way, shape, or form. Also, these guys look like the ones that Axel transformed into when we first saw him. So, did he come all the way into the factory just to backtrack all the way back dressed as these guys? Because I think this is the only place we see them. Plus, they stay here dead for the remainder of the game, so, poor guys, save point if you need it. Let us move on up the conveyor belt right here. And on the next level, we find... Hey, look at you! You look different from everybody else, Mr. Killer Mantis, who is still operational and has no Z-Saber marks on him. Let's send him back, and we will use you to our advantage later. If you check these... Oops. Alright, anyway, yeah, there. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if you check them, they all say the same thing, so whatever. We got another mechanical to add to our deployment room collection, which is great. we are in the computer room, so let's grab some stuff. I build shield, I build armor, and another hunter missile, which I will use momentarily. There's a door here to which we cannot get through. It is locked, but keep that in mind, for we will need that a little bit later. And let us go up the freight lift. I am dashing more than normal now, because I'm kind of hoping to get into a battle with an enemy that I want to talk about before the main boss fight. No guarantee here, but, you know, let's see what we can do.
Done in already? What happened to all your spirit? Well, make your last wish. You!
X! And Axel?
Why, you?
All the Class S hunters together again. May as well just beg us for mercy.
Curses!
Aw, man, we let him get away. Zero, you're alive.
Good to see you too, buddy.
Hey, you two. Save the chat for later. We've got to get down to business and go.
He's right. Let's get him!
Warning. Warning. Attention, all personnel. Now initializing Dubor. Repeat, now initializing Dubor. Be advised that some subsystems may be temporarily shut down in order to secure initialization sequence energy. What the heck is Dubor? What's going on? Whoever it was back there probably did something. The last announcement said that the facility functions were compromised. If we're going to look for him, now's our chance. Zero's right. We're going after Gentra. And with that, Zero joins our party again. And we now have all three S-Class hunters in our possession. Though Axel, I'm pretty sure, is debatable on that. Let's see what items we got. We got a build power and we got a backup. Sure, why not? Let us go after Mock Gentra, who in all technicality never actually told us his name. So I don't know how we would know it. But whatever. Alright, here we go, moving right along. I'm going to talk about Zero momentarily once we actually get to that room before the boss battle. So until then, let's get into fights! Oh good, finally, this is the guy I was looking for. These orange prions that appear mostly near the end of it, but they will be a kind of vital thing in terms of the last boss battle of the chapter. They are Prayon tanks. Really quickly, they have 2,000 life energy, 250 experience, 180 Zenny drop, and 60 force metal drop. They are not any type of elemental, but they will take 200% damage from fire techniques, normal from water, and normal from thunder. You can steal a fire guard from them, and they drop tank energy 25 or oil cans. Oil cans are a special weapon that will reduce the fire resistance of the target. In fact, that is one of their moves, Flammable Oil, lowering your fire resistance. They also have a basic strike technique that's a C-type single target technique, and they will fire off mega fires at you after they use Flammable Oil. The reason these guys are very important is because they will appear in the final boss battle, as you will probably see when we get there momentarily, and they will use Flammable Oil on you, thus making it more difficult, or I'm sorry, thus making you more susceptible to the boss's fire technique, because again, we are in a fire dungeon. So let's just start taking them down. I don't really want to grab the fire guard, I don't care. And in this situation, how about we actually summon Mad Nautilus? Because I don't really use Mad Nautilus at all. I think that his summon is probably the weakest out of all of Axel's abilities. So why don't we do that? Let's hope I don't mess this up, because I've been having some trouble with it lately for some reason. So BY, and then let's do XX. There we go, Mad Nautilus. Very good. See, even at 53%, and I was a little confused near the end, I was still able to hit it. Anything? Alright, so I missed on one, so that was a waste. And the other guy is blinded, which means if he does anything to me, he'll miss. which I don't think would really matter. And he hit anyway! So, case in point, right there, I just proved it. Mad Nautilus equals useless. Alright, good. He's gone. And unfortunately, Massimo has even more of, will take even more damage from fire attacks than normal. And he's going to self-destruct. Oh, that's great. I forgot that they do that. That's not really something that is a very common thing that Prions will do. I think almost all Prions in this area will self-destruct if they get down to a low enough health. And I'm pretty sure it may even only happen in this area. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, so here we go. This is the door that was locked before. Let us go through. I talked about the Prion tank, which was the last new enemy in the area. That was a weird door and how it was like all white and everything. But, alright, we have sub-tanks. Let's make sure everyone is max healed. There we go. We only need one. You may think, oh my gosh, I have very little sub-tank energy left. But, in fact, these are sub-tank energy 100 and a sub-tank energy 100. So that really did bring me right back up to 432%. Alright, so why don't we... I'm going to move guys around really quickly. I'm going to put Spider here, and I'm going to put Marino right where she is, and X is going to come back to the center. As far as Zero's weapons go, he comes equipped with the Z-Saber Plus, so hoorah for that, so it's better than normal Z-Saber. They'll look exactly the same. And 2 Heat Hazes. You'll never need 2 Heat Hazes, ever, for nothing. So I don't know why he has 2 of them. So we'll give you a Hunter Missile, which is fine, and I'll keep you with a Heat Haze just to have it. Power Charge Jenny Plus, that's fine. I think everybody else should be alright. Okay. Force Metal-wise, for Zero, he doesn't have any. I want him to have this. I don't have the means to actually make it yet, and it would be more important if Zero has it. Can I give him this? Alright, that's fine. And again, he's going to be stuck with a blank 1 because he has a very low immunity. His immunity is even lower than Axel's. Jeez. Plus he has 1 less slot. I guess that's okay because, you know, Axel is pretty overpowered in his own right, so he doesn't need too much to make him better, but it would be nice to have a little bit more equipped to him. Alright, everyone's together, everyone's good. Why don't we do this? Well, here we go!
So, you've come.
You won't get away this time!
You'll be the ones begging for mercy. Now, Dubois, dismantle them. It is all for the ideal.
End of chapter, boss battle time against this guy who's based off of a barn swallow. This is the reinforced light armor aerial Reploid Mach Gentra. I think he's also called Gentral at some points. There's a few letters come and go on it. 28,000 LE, 10,000 experience, 12,000 Zenny, and 800 force metal. He is fire type, so he'll absorb all fire type techniques that you throw at him. 150% damage against him for water, and normal 100% for thunder. You could steal a tank energy plus 100, which I'll be shooting for to fill up my tank, and a twin fire, so think twin missiles, but fire elemental. He will drop a sub-tank and the Fire Buster Mark II, so a stronger Fire Buster and another full sub-tank that they're just going to give you. I completely forgot about this one, because this was always a battle that gave me trouble after a while, so, you know, past this point, I kind of don't remember much about the game. As far as attacks goes, he will use an attack called Gentle Call, in which he will summon 2 Prions to the field. He already has 2 with him right now. He will summon soldiers, shielders, and tanks. Tanks are your most important thing that you need to get rid of because of their flammable oil technique, as I explained before. Because Mach Gentra has fire attacks. He does do a standard strike attack, which is a single C-type attack. An attack called Smash, which is a single C-type attack that does heavy damage. Leak weapon energy, so he'll reduce a single target's weapon energy by 50%. The Flames of Gehenna, I guess that's how you pronounce it. An all-hitting heavy fire technique. He will boost shield to everyone, and he does do the Giga Fire technique, which is a single fire type attack that does large damage. In Japan, his name is called Gentler, Mach Gentler. Now, as far as the best way to beat him, he is aerial type, so while he's up there, C-type techniques will have a low chance of hitting him, unless you use the Hawkeye. But otherwise that, a very strong technique will knock him off balance, and in that case you'll be able to hit him with everything you got. So the goal for the matter is first to take out this guy.
Here you go.
I need to get rid of this tank as fast as possible. But I'm actually going to use Spider right now to start capturing weapons. Alright, I got the virus missile. Can I poison him? Nope, he is immune to that. So, oh good, I hit everybody. That's good. Excellent. That Joker, I mean, the randomness of that Joker and everything, you never know what it's going to do, so it makes things a little bit difficult. Yeah, I'm going to kill you. There we go. And let's see what he's going to do. He'll sometimes use his gentle call, or genteel call, I don't know how you want to pronounce that, if there's only one Praeon on the field. But I'm kind of hoping to just kind of deal with him. Problem with these guys is they can also heal him, so watch out for them. Can I steal the other thing? Alright, good. So right now Spider has become absolutely useless. I don't need him anymore at all. As far as Marino concerned, I am going to leave her until next round. Yes, I will leave her until next round. Sure, let's hit him. Maybe I can knock him off balance really quickly. There we go. So you see him kind of bounce backwards like that. That means he's knocked off. X, on the other hand, I will shoot him with the 100 missile, and then with my Buster, in order to do some damage. So now every turn he will recover his balance, and he will summon another soldier. Okay, I can deal with this. This isn't so bad. I just need to get in there and really start hitting him with everything I got. Spider, you're gone. Zero, you are in. I need my heavy hitters right up front immediately. You do not have to beat the Praeons in order for this battle to end. You just have to make sure to beat Mach Gentra. I need Zero to start gaining some weapon energy, so do some hitting. And as far as this is concerned, what do I do? Marino, Quicksilver mode.
Now the real fun starts.
Alright, at this point, depending on how many turns Marino gets this round, alright, that's fine. What I am actually going to do is I'm going to use this time to... let's hit you, actually. There we go. So we'll final strike you. That's one less guy we have to worry about. Because I don't want many of these guys there in order to heal him. Because next round, I'm going to knock him off balance right away with Marino. And then just start power hitting him with everything I got. So, Hunter Missile and Fire. So this way, X's next turn, he will be at 100% weapon energy. So he'll go into X-Fire mode and obliterate him as much as I can. Ouch. Did that miss her? Oh, that's great. Oh, she's so good. Alright, oh. Hit button way too fast, but that's okay, because that may have caused him to heal him otherwise. Wow, missed again. Sweet. Alright, so Marino at 100% weapon energy. We are going to do a missile, we're going to do a Hawkeye, and then we're going to do her action trigger, in which I will give him Das Boot. So I have to concentrate here in order to make sure I actually hit the boot. Good. And I'm always so nervous about this. I don't know why. Most people can do this in almost like no looking type deal. I gotta make sure that I hit it exactly. Alright, get down. Good job. Alright, good. Zero. Black Zero mode.
This is it!
And it looks like next turn I'll once again be able to knock him off balance with Marino right off the hop. So I will not use Zero's action trigger this turn. Instead, I will use a Heat Haze, because that'll still keep him above 50%, and hit him many times. Awesome. Alright, Marino, you keep going with the way you got to, so let's just Hawkeye and hit him.
How in the...
And X, as far as you're concerned, let's go into Hyper Mode, X-Fire.
Here goes nothing!
Got a little bit better of an observation of his Arrow Buster there really quickly, but that's alright, because now we have the X Collider. I'm still liking the name X Claw or something, but whatever. Action trigger up, 100%, charge Collider to the face!
Go down!
Rasengan, as they say. And, alright, so Marino's going to lose her Hyper Mode next turn, but that's okay. I'm not really 100% worried about that. Let's actually, sure, let's hit him a few times. I have a feeling, oh, excuse me. Oh my god, I apologize for that. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Now it's my turn.
That's alright, no big deal. She's going to go into cooldown mode. I kind of want to knock him off balance. Do I want to knock him off balance now? You know, no. Let's switch off to Axel. And the reason I'm going to switch off to Axel is because Axel's Silverhorn technique should actually knock him off balance, no problem. Just shoot him. That's fine. Bang, Axel, bang! Alright, Zero's turn. Zero is going to have over 50%. But I'm going to wait until next turn to use it so I can get as much time as possible with an attack, even though that didn't do anything. That's alright.
I'll finish you!
Flames of Gehenna! Alright, Sub-tank. Heal everybody. You know what, let's just use the full 100%. Just so we're all back to 100% greatness. And now this round. What we're going to do here is we're going to first put Axel into stealth mode, so this way he cannot be hurt by anything. And then we are going to summon Silverhorn, which I believe is the first time you've seen me summon him in this game. So, let's do it. Do I want to do anything else? Let's get some more Zenny from him. Why not? Ha! I don't really need the 53% because I'm going down. So here we go. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Take that!
There we go. Big tidal wave and boom! Knocking him off balance. Down to the ground you go. Do not do... Okay, good. Perfect. I was glad that he did not do a heal. I was afraid he was going to do a heal. But now we have Zero at 99%, so let's do the action trigger and beat him up. Sword techniques away. If I can do it, come on. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that was a fail. Oh man, that was such a fail. I apologize for that. I was trying to get all cool and all like amazing on and everything. I probably could have even beaten him. No, I fail. Whatever. Charge Collider up. 74%, that's not so bad. Oh, he's so close! If I didn't mess up! Jeez! Oh, man.
I'll finish you!
But that should not hit Axel. Very good. Do not do... Okay, good. I'm worried about him doing the smash. I don't need him doing smash. Doing smash would be very bad. Alright, Axel cooled down, which is fine. I'm actually going to concentrate on him. Maybe I'll kill him. No. One round left for hyper mode on him. Let's actually... Yes. Because then he should gentle... Oh, no, go Giga Fire. On Axel. Good. I don't feel bad anymore. Because that didn't do anything. Let's go and cool down. Because X can't hit him with the Charge Collider up there. And we'll just do some standard Hunter missiles, regular missiles, fire them up. Alright, we're going to do this again. But I need to concentrate on the Dragon Slash. So here we go. Alright, hopefully that did enough at least to get him into the red. No! Oh, so close. Gentle Call. Come on, Gentle Call. I don't care. Get back up on balance. You're just wasting time right now. Let's go.
Now it's my turn.
Oh man, that's 2 tanks. That's never a good thing. Axel did that, so let's just immediately go with Silverhorn here in the hopes to knock him off balance. Because he's so close to being dead. Come on! Problem with this battle is it takes so long. Let's go.
Take that.
This is going to be a long episode because there's actually even stuff after this. Did I kill him? Or did I final strike him? Nope, I killed him. That's fine. Hooray.
Maverick Hunters. Too powerful.
That's fine. 30% extra.
That wasn't too bad.
What are you talking about, Axel? Really? Alright. Lots of Zenny, lots of Force Metal, Sub-Tank, Fire Buster, lots of experience. Everyone levels up, which is great, except for Zero. Oh. And Axel gains his power action trigger up because now he can do Mach Gentra.
No.
Now the Rebellion's prize soldier factory has closed its doors for good.
Fools. If I die, Dubois will go berserk. Out of control. Think you can handle a few hundred frenzied mechanaloids?
So immediately after your boss battle, you're thrown into this gauntlet of battles against Prions that have gone pretty much crazy right now. So we're going to try to take them out as fast as possible. We're actually going to even be meeting a new Prion within this whole group right here. Do I want you to pop? No, I don't really care. Stop it. I just want to try to kill these guys as fast as possible, which should be fine. Shoot them. Yeah, whatever. Electric scissors. And of course Axel got stunned. Whatever. Go! So this is battle 1 against those guys. Here's battle 2. We have a few shielders in here, which is fine because, you know, Zero being a C-type attacker should take them out fairly quickly. And I'm actually going to use Axel Power Charge to fire this guy with a Wild Django technique. Those are really the only ones that are of problem, the shielders in this round. And of course, as the rounds keep going through, they're going to get a little bit stronger.
There it goes!
That's fine. Dead. Good. Wonderful. X will be able to take out the other guys, no problem. Electric scissors. He's going to slow everybody. Really? Okay, good. And you're going to probably do the same thing? Of course you are. Why wouldn't you? Alright, X. Can we kill one of these guys, maybe? That's fine. I'll actually take the final strike on you.
Here we go! Final strike!
The 3 S-Class Maverick Hunters doing a massive final strike. Getting a pretty good amount of hit combo going, too. With a good amount of damage. Sweet. Plus that extra weapon energy you gain from final strikes will help X in the long run. Zero. That's good. You are actually a little bit more dangerous than the other guy. Whatever. Axel's next turn will be a healing turn because he right now is just going to be building up weapon energy for a little bit later. Go. Beat him. Good. Fine. Wonderful. Fire. Yeah, of course it didn't do that. That's okay. Alright, he's not slowed. Axel was slowed at one point, but I guess he repaired himself. Sub-tanks. Heal up Zero. Because for some reason Zero is taking a lot of damage, and it's becoming really annoying. Heat Haze, go. Alright, next round. The guy that starts Berserk right here in the middle. That is a Prion Hybrid. 2,600 life energy, 450 experience. Won't give you any Zenny, but it'll give you 100 force metal. Can't steal, doesn't drop. Has a standard strike technique, which he's pretty much going to do while he's Berserk. Once he deserks, I guess that's a word, he'll do a wild attack, which is a C-type attack that has a low hit, high crit status. And he can break shield, which means he'll remove his shield stat in replacement for a power boost. So there's 2 more rounds. One will have him. The next round will have 3 of these guys. Zero on the other hand. I think I'm just going to do... Yeah, let's do the action trigger on him and try to beat him up as fast as possible. Why couldn't I do that against Mach Gentra? Like, seriously. Like, that was a much better technique to use against him than it was against Gentra. Whatever. Alright, X has 100% power, so let's do a big charge shot. I'm just trying to take these guys down as fast as possible, because I understand this episode is running really long, but this is what happens at the end of the battle. Take some Zenny and fire at him, and he deserked, so now he's going to break his shield. I'm going to use that. Deserk. Deserk sounds about right. And dead. Good. And now we have 4 of them to deal with, of course. Who's up? X is up. I'm going to wait till X's next turn. Zero. Just start attacking them. And Axel, let us actually fire. Next turn I should be able to kill them all. We'll try to do a lot of multi-hit attacks against everybody. Apparently if you hit them, that's when they drop their Berserk status, so there's only 1 with Berserk right now, which is, I guess, number 2? That's alright, I can deal with this break shield and everything. What are you going to do? He's gone Berserk, and he's going to hit Zero. Okay, there is a chance that he can hit his fellow teammates, but he obviously didn't do that. Here we go.
Charge shot!
Power up, and fire! Alright, that's fine. Zero, you're going to concentrate on the one with the most health, which would be you. And Axel, being at very high whatever, let's take some Zenny, let's do a power charge, and we'll summon Silverhorn, because that'll hit everybody. They don't have any elemental weaknesses, so this is just going to kind of do whatever damage it's supposed to do. Hopefully it'll be enough to do a massive final strike.
Take that!
I also like how this started with the words warning, and it's really not really a boss battle, it's just us destroying everything that comes in front of us.
That wasn't too bad.
Alright, good. Finished. Oh, wow, we got a lot of items from that. Zenny Force Medal, but a lot of experience. Finally, Zero leveled up. Hurrah! And let's finish this off. Finally!
Oh boy. This doesn't look good.
Okay, it's all or nothing.
Axel? What is he up to?
To board! Cease the attack! Cease the attack immediately! Now!
Ha!
I'm sure glad you're alive, Zero.
Yep, glad you're here too. Me, X, and Axel, back together. We'll be able to show the Rebellion Army a thing or two.
Okay, Axel, Zero, let's head to the base. I've got some introductions to make.
Introductions?
Well, Zero didn't really sound so happy about meeting new friends. I'm always happy with meeting new friends, especially if they bring great stuff to the table, like a pink ninja with jiggle physics and a nurse that can make me stuff. So anyway, here we are, end of Chapter 5. We have our last remaining party members, so we are all powered up with everybody that we could possibly meet in the game. I apologize for this being such a long episode. My clock shows 44 minutes. I don't know where I'm actually going to be in terms of editing times, though. So, well, why don't we just end it then? Rate, comment, subscribe, as I ask you to do in almost every YouTube episode. I thank you guys for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode, which is going to be another intermission episode, but we'll learn a little bit more about our characters and see how they're going to interact with each other and see why Zero isn't really so happy with meeting new people. It's that whole lone wolf, loneliness, hair thing. I don't know. Whatever. Alright guys, I shall catch you all next time, and you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys later.